I am coming live to talk about the good old shoes and plantar fasciitis and how are they related and what can you do to be able to remove that discomfort over time. There is no quick fix. This is an overtime type of deal and you're going to feel the benefits from it. Oftentimes, the first that I hear is that I have to wear my orthotics. If I don't wear my orthotics, I have an issue. Now, there is so many nuances with that. So to say that orthotics are not good for you is not true, okay? Does everyone need it? No. Do some people get orthotics that don't need it? 100%. All right, so here's the deal. What we are going to talk about is how to strengthen the muscles. Before we get there, we're going to talk about the shoes, then we're going to talk about the musculature, and then we're going to also talk about helping it relax over time. This isn't a quick fix, so if you're looking for a quick fix, I'm sorry, that's not here. That's also nowhere. And if anyone lies to you, tells you that, they're lying to you. So this Trainer Tip Tuesday is shooting you straight on how to take care of your feet. How do I know? I struggled with plantar fasciitis from third grade, from basketball, all the way up till literally my first year moving here. I could not finish my coaching session without taking my shoes off. That's how bad the foot pain was. And I'll talk about deep why, okay? So when it comes to your feet, oftentimes you hear barefoot is better. Now, 100% I believe barefoot is going to be better. Here's the deal though. If you go 0 to 100, that's where we're going to have some struggles, right? And if you're like me, I am someone who likes to go 0 to 100, and then you start having some issues. Where if you go very cushioned shoe to a barefoot shoe over time and gradually work up to it, you're going to see a lot more benefit from that, okay? And let's talk about why. So if you're like me, I'm going to show you guys a couple different shoes that I wear in my week and how do my feet feel when I wear them, all right? So if you look at this, toe box is everything when it comes to the shoe. This is one of my dress boots, my Kelsey's, all right? So this thing about it is that if you notice, the toe box is really narrow. It goes into a point. If you were to look at my foot in there the entire time, instead of being openly splayed like normal, like it should be, if you ever look at a baby's foot, their feet are wide. That's how our feet need to be, okay? And here's the reason why. When our feet are like this is going to cause the muscle right here from your big toe all the way down, creates the arch, supports the arch, to shut off over time. It can't fire because your toe is literally over here, all right? So what we need to do is we need to get it spread out so we can actually build a tripod foot. So it allows us to be able to push here, and here to create a good solid arch. If you were to look at a building, okay, or a bridge, right? We don't support arches in the middle. And oftentimes we go and slap on a orthotic to cause that to get better. And here's the deal. I think orthotics serve a great purpose. And here's the reason what I'm getting at. Orthotics serve a great purpose, and for this reason, they give you the ability to bring inflammation down. They shouldn't be the only thing that you do, all right? Just like fitness shouldn't be the only thing for stress relief. There should be other things outside for stress relief, okay? There's a lot of different, that's just one example, but there's a lot of different things, okay? So what I'm looking at is I want to strengthen the muscle in my foot, okay? Now, I'm going to show you guys good, better to best and shoes wise, okay? So this is my dress shoe. Most dress shoes are very narrow. So if you ladies are wearing dress shoes, I don't know any dress shoe name. If you're wearing stilettos every day, that's insane. But if you're wearing shoes with a heel, oftentimes your foot is going to be tilted forward, which then can cause low back discomfort because your pelvis gets tilted forward. It's not a bad thing for a short period of time because if you were to wear a heel while you're squatting, you're going to have basically a better squat, more mobility during that squat, okay? Now, you see me wear this often. This isn't the best shoe to coach or work out in, but it's a better shoe. Here's the reason why. It's a flat shoe. Heel to toe, it's more flat than this one, as you guys can see. All right, so I have a heel on this one. It's going to put me in this anterior tilted position in my ankle, where this one's going to be more flat. Is it perfect? No, because if you look at this, the toe box is really narrow, so it causes my toes to close on in, okay? Now, if I were to do a lot of cardio in this one, this is going to bother my feet over time because my foot is not able to fire or it's working harder to stabilize my foot because it's not in the right position, okay? Now, here's the thing. If you're like, Josiah, I need to wear running shoes. My running shoe that I recommend, and the reason why I recommend this shoe is I used to not be able to run without knee pain all the time. So I never ran until I literally turned 30 years old. I started running as I turned 30 years old, or 29 to 30 to 31. All right, which is crazy, right? Like all these years of being an athlete, I haven't been able to run because of chronic discomfort and pain. It was my knees. Well, here's the deal. Well, what happened was is I was running with running shoes like Brooks, not a bad shoe for some people, but oftentimes is the toe box is really narrow, all right? And your toe box for a running shoe may look like this, and it's causing you to not stabilize your foot as you run, okay? With a wider toe box like these Ultras, all right, and this is actually narrow. I have a wider shoe. I have to have a wider shoe because it allows my wide feet, my flipper feet, to spread out. And it's people make fun of like flipper feet, but the problem is I actually don't have problems with my feet anymore because of that. I used to have so debilitating pain I couldn't get out of bed without limping for about an hour before my feet woke up and got better and stretched. And I almost got those shoes that you slept in so that you could stretch the Achilles slash basically arch muscle, all the plantar fasciitis muscles, all those different things. Well, the problem with that is, or the plantar fasciitis, all those different things I thought about doing and I didn't, and because I started doing this. So I changed my shoe. This gives you a flat shoe, like a barefoot shoe, a wide toe box, but if you're like me, because I have some bad issues with my knees, I need cushion. And this gives you that cushion with a flat toe box or with a wide toe box. So this is a great shoe because what it did, it allowed me to start running in a better position instead of always running on my side, which caused lateral knee pain. Instead, I could start making contact with that big toe and giving myself a wide splayed of toe box and allow me to build that muscle up. Now, the best part is I don't really have knee pain when I run, which is really awesome, okay? Here's the most wonderful shoe. Some people think it's dumb. Some people think it's a driving shoe, a slipper, whatever you want to call it. This has had a lot of wear and tear because I love these shoes. I actually need to get some more of these. These are Vivo barefoot shoes, and I highly recommend them, okay? Now, there's a couple different shoes that I recommend for boot camp. Personally, an Ultra shoe with a little cushion. If you need cushion, it's a great shoe. They have a couple different levels of it. This is their running shoe, so it has a lot of cushion. They have a couple training shoes with a wider toe box. It's a good option as well. But I really like these shoes here. There's the Flux feet as well, Flux footwear, which are great, but they're a little narrower than this. This is a lot wider of a toe box, okay? And you might think that's really weird. Here's the deal. This shoe solely helped heal my feet, okay? Because it allowed me to start activating that muscle as I would walk, okay? You want a shoe that can flex with you, so it's like you're barefoot. Now, I did not start, I only started working out with this, okay? And then I started wearing them to walk around in, and then it became my shoe that I always wore. And then I switched to fully barefoot shoes. And at first, I went a little too much and I could feel it. And then eventually I slowly did it. And then eventually my feet got used to it. And then all of a sudden I stopped having pain in my feet because I started strengthening my foot. There's a couple other exercises I'm going to show you guys in the second video of exercises that you can do, 3 different exercises that you can do to help stretch your your fascia in your foot to help loosen it up so that you can do that. But here's the deal. The best bang for your buck is going to be your footwear because this is going to really change your life over time. This isn't something that you gradually do. If you look at a baby's foot, or this won't be like a quick fix. If you look at a baby's foot, toes are wide. Okay, and then we cram them into our Nikes, which I love Nikes. That's why I have some Nikes, but I don't try to wear these all the time. Okay, I try to bounce back and forth between a couple different shoes. But these are a really nice shoe, and Flux does a really good job to kind of combine the between of looking really cool and also being a flat shoe. I'm not saying you should wear toe shoes because I think those are ridiculous. But these are a great shoe to be able to help you be able to fix the foot over time. Okay, so gradual progression. These are your shoes that you should spend more time in. Spend less time in the narrow box toe shoes. Spend more time in the wide toe box shoes, and this is going to help you heal your plantar fasciitis over time.